You agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that we don't ask one guy to lead that unit. I mean, Corey Lindsley's a leader in his own way. Andrew Norwell's developing some of that in his way. I mean, even Marcus Hall. Yesterday after practice, we every day after practice we stretch, and I have one of the seniors lead the stretch. And I called for one senior to lead the stretch, and Marcus was mad I didn't call for him to lead the stretch. So he wanted to be out in front of the unit and lead the stretch after practice. So he wants to have a role in leading. So all of them do, not just Jack. But Jack may be a little bit more vocal than some of the others.
You probably asked about Taylor Decker. What have you seen from him so far? What are your expectations for him?
High expectations. What have I seen? I've seen an improved player, a player with more confidence, a very talented player. I mean, he's got physical skills now. I mean, he can bend, he can move, he's developing his strength and his toughness. So really what we need to see from him is just consistency day in and day out.
How confident are you that when
Very.
August 31st comes,
He's your guy.
didn't have to finish?
No, I'm very confident that he'll be where he needs to be.
Yeah.
They have to earn their way to be my guy. 3 days is not quite far
So
enough.
where are you at with that spot right now?
Where are we at? Right now, he's in the lead at that spot, and then we'll go from there. Daryl Baldwin's a veteran guy now that is in his second season with us on the offensive line, and he's improved a lot. And then we've always got Chase Ferris and Kyle Dotson, are two other guys who are rotating in at tackle and guard, and so we're kind of mixing that second unit. But he's, Taylor's kind of in the lead, and like I said, you got Baldwin, Ferris, and Dotson who could all play there if we needed them to.
Yeah, you've worked with quarterbacks in the past, and some pretty good ones. What do you see out of Braxton, the glimpses you get of him compared to this time a year ago that tells you he's made progress? What just kind of jumps out at you?
Non-technically, his leadership and his understanding of the offense and his comfort, you can see he's comfortable out there. In terms of his technique, his footwork, and all of his techniques, his mannerisms of, running the offense, but just setting his feet, throwing, making his reads, keeping the ball in the right position, his footwork on runs and mesh with the running back. So just that part. Technically, he's a better player, and he's much more confident, and he's much more of a leader, and really much better understanding of big picture what's going on.
And with that in mind, does it make the whole offense look better? I mean, you know what I mean? Does it look more maybe in sync than it was this time a year ago?
When the point guard looks good, the offense looks pretty good. Yeah, the better he plays, the more confident he is, the more he executes with great technique, the more confident your whole unit is, and the better the execution is. But I mean, he's the starting point, and it's exciting to see that he's made progress, and it's clear 5 is better.
Coach Meyer said that he would be disappointed if the offensive line wasn't the best in the Big Ten, and I think he's gone beyond that too. Wait, did you gag on that?
No, I was drinking fast.
Anyway, yeah. What kind of pressure does that put on you?
The same pressure that we put on ourselves last year. I mean, that's, our goal is to be the best that we can be. And so, we want to, at the end of the year, hopefully people will say good things about us. Where we fall in rankings, I don't really care about that. But I mean, if we play well each and every week, we will give the team and our offense a chance to be good. So our offensive line has to be consistent, has to play at a high level, and we have the talent to do it. So, we're just trying to put high expectations on a talented group that has experience, that has shown that they can produce under, tough conditions.
When you lose a starter like you lost with Reed, what kind of effect does that have on the chemistry of the offensive line?
Well, it doesn't change much. I mean, every year you start over. Here's the beautiful thing about football. If you think you're starting this year where you left off, you're not. You have to rebuild a new team. You start in January with the new pieces. You start from ground zero. Nobody gets a free pass on what they did last year. You have to, go through a process of due diligence over the entire year to get yourself ready. And so, the chemistry started to develop with the new group. I mean, you got 4 guys already buddies that like each other, that hang out. You add 1 or 2 more guys in that group, 3 more guys in that group that are playing, and they just blend themselves in, and it just takes care of itself. It's like there's 5. You got 5 friends in college, and one of them graduates, and there's still 4 of your buddies there. I mean, you're still, you lost one of your buddies, and you add a new one. You got a new roommate.
And back to Decker, he seems like he has all the tools. What do you think held him back a year ago?
Freshman? right out of high school, young,
Other than that,
you know, low, you know, a small. Well, you know, he wasn't playing at a 6A football in Ohio, you know. So I mean, you know, he hadn't played against this level of competition. He was a true freshman. He was young. I mean, how many true freshmen start in major college football on the offensive line? So, I mean, I think he did exactly what we needed him to do, because where he's at right now as a second-year player, I'm pretty excited about where he's at. So.
do you look at it as critical that, not critical, maybe not be the right word, that Evan Lyle step up though as the year goes on? I mean, do you need that kind of talent in the depth chart? I mean, well,
We'll see. I'm not putting any pressure on him.
Yeah.
That just comes along. I mean, if a freshman can help us, great. If he can't, that's okay too, because I mean, we don't expect freshman offensive linemen, you know, always. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Decker did. Hopefully Evan Lyle can. If he isn't quite ready to, that's okay, because he's going to be a good one. It's just a matter of when.
Coach, is there a comfort level as a staff when your point guard, but your quarterback is not a guy who's humble? He's low key. He's not chasing headlines. He's not in the headlines for the wrong reasons. Is there that he's mature?
Yeah,
in that sense?
that's comforting for your whole team and your offense, your coaching staff. I mean, everybody, because obviously everything in the spread offense runs through him, and he has to make decisions on almost every play. And you know, the more decisions he can make instead of the coaches making them, the better it is, because he is out there on the field and he has the ability to adjust and make changes. And the better he plays, the better our offense goes. So when things run through him and he has a confidence level and an execution level that's high, you know, then you feel like you could be pretty decent on offense, because there's good pieces around him. It's not like he has to do it by himself. He just, you know.
But off the field.
Oh, off the field, yeah. Off the field is great too, because you know I know that he did a great job all off season of being a leader with guys and helping guys to do things on their own and train and work out and watch film. So I know he did a great job with our offense and our skill players.
Ed, Marcus Hall
That's
feels
one
like
for Coach, guys.
he's in better shape. He's down weight from last year.
He is.
What
I had
do
to
you
yell
see
at him
with-
today to get a belt on his pants because they were falling off on him. Yeah, I was like, Marcus, you need to get because I mean, I didn't really want to see what you see when his pants fall down. So, you know, so I was like, get a belt on, man, because he's slimmed down. He's leaner, lower body fat, higher muscle, and he looks quicker. I mean, he really looks quicker. So his improvement has come physically too.
So if your lineman's pants are falling down, that's a good sign for an offensive line coach.
It means they're slimmer in the midsection, which is a good thing. Yeah, because we'd rather be lean and mean than big and bigger and slower.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, see you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.